Have you seen the Baroness's purse?
A passenger is missing her purse. Perhaps you've seen it.
So, there are thieves on the train.
It's been missing for some time now. Probably since Zurich.
The Swiss don't let go of money easily, do they? Oh, pardon me. No, I haven't seen the purse.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Right. Come on. Ooh, right. James the butler. Baroness von Trebitz and her butler have their own luxury compartment on the train. In my considered opinion, though, there's not a compartment on any train in the world large enough to share with the Baroness. Her butler James must have the patience of a saint. Missing person, not exactly the case of the century, and I can't imagine that the Raven's somehow mixed up in it. All the same, I'm a police officer, and I should make an effort to find the purse. The Baroness von Trebitz. The Baroness seems accustomed to being the centre of attention, a trying person in my estimation, but also a generous philanthropist. She travels the world supporting museums and galleries. It's she who's financing the exhibition in Cairo, the first time in centuries that both eyes of the Sphinx will be displayed together. Lady Clarissa Westmacott. I just adore her. To me, she's the greatest author of the century, and certainly the most successful. It's such a shame that she stopped writing. I haven't read anything about it in the press yet. Fans around the world will be in an uproar when they find out. Clarissa Westmacott's most successful mysteries: Little Indians, Death on the Rails, Murder in Egypt, Under a Full Moon, Styles' Affair of Mystery, The Vicarage in the Mirror, Maurice Potu's Easter. Little Indians sold more than 100 million copies, making it the most successful mystery novel of all time. I think these are all based on Agatha Christie. So you got The Murder of the Vicarage. I don't know. Isn't there one about the sun? Death on the Nile, Murder on the Orient Express. I don't know. And then there was one or something. Alas. So yes. Oh, we can actually pick up the book. Maybe we should try and get it signed and autographed.
Should I ask for an autograph? That will be quite unprofessional. But on the other hand...
Zelna is such a fanboy. Let's go and get it signed, shall we, Zelna? Kind of how to... So he's cold. Maybe we can... Like, I probably can't get into the...
There could be many reasons for the violinist shaking hand. Strained nerves, an illness. My money's on alcohol. It wouldn't be the first musician who ruined his career that way. I don't know what more to ask. He hasn't noticed anything suspicious.
I can't... I want to... okay, maybe I need to do other things before I can get into the violin case. Maybe we can find someone. Right. Oh, of course we should... see if we can get it autographed.
Lady Westmacott.
Yes?
I was wondering if you might...
Sign your book, Constable Zelna?
If it isn't too much of an inconvenience.
Of course it's an inconvenience, but only a small one. You are welcome.
Thank you so very much.
Right, okay. Toothpicks.
The steward must have forgotten the toothpicks. Normally he would offer them discreetly after dinner.
I'll grab one.
The wooden toothpicks are packed into small paper wrappers. Nothing unusual.
Okay. Okay. Whatever. Ooh.
Butterscotch. I've loved them since I was a child. Their only drawback, they don't play nice with false teeth.
Okay.
Maybe if I just suck it.
Yeah, let's grab some butterscotch. Yeah. This must be Dr. Gebhardt, so I'm guessing he is the doctor that we mentioned before.
Ah, Mr.
Zellner.
Right, right. How can I help you?
Oh, the newspaper. Robbery in London.
Any news about the robbery in London?
Quite something, wasn't it? It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best security systems in the world. Most impressive.
People were injured.
Well, one cannot execute a robbery of that scale without collateral damage. It seems like the Raven has finally found a worthy successor. We can look forward to new and spectacular coups.
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his exploits this time around if the new Raven is so reckless.
That's your prerogative.
Have you seen a conductor?
There's something else. Do you know where the conductor is?
I'd like to know that myself. I told him to search for my missing suitcase in Zurich. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's probably in cahoots with the thieves and didn't bother getting back on the train. If we don't crack down on vermin like them, the rabble will rule the world one day.
Well, at the moment, we still don't know what really happened.
He is not here doing his job. That's bad enough.
Right. Missing purse.
I meant to ask, the Baroness is missing her purse.
A baroness? This train is really full of the creme de la creme. The queen of crime is over there, and now a baroness as well.
Have you seen the purse?
Unfortunately, no. Do you know Lady Westmacott? You were talking to her.
Well, I'm an admirer of her work.
Like so many others. I once read in the newspaper that only Shakespeare and the Bible sell more copies than her crime novels.
I read that too.
She must be filthy rich. As a doctor, I'd have to work 1,000 years to earn that kind of money.
Well, have you noticed anything else suspicious?
Tell me, did you notice anything suspicious here on the train or in Zurich?
Suitcase?
You mean, except for the fact that my suitcase was stolen on the platform? No. Is there any reason to be concerned?
No, just routine.
Constable Zellner, please don't think I'm naive. I spotted the inspector from Interpol. Legarde is his name, if I recall correctly.
Legrand.
If you say so. At the train station in Zurich, he put a cash box into the safe, and then kept close watch as it was loaded onto the train. Don't tell me that a man at his pay grade routinely tramps across the Alps just to keep an eye on cash boxes.
A cash box? Like the ones you'd find in safe deposit boxes?
Precisely. And I believe we both have a good idea just what's inside.
Ask about the cash box.
I do indeed have a theory, but what's yours?
A ruby was stolen in London. One of the legendary Eyes of the Sphinx.
The second one.
The second jewel, an emerald, is rumored to be in a Swiss bank vault, if I remember correctly. Both jewels were supposed to be exhibited together in Cairo for the first time in 50 years. It does make one wonder.
Indeed.
I could have a look at your newspaper, I'm guessing.
Your newspaper caught my eye. May I borrow it for a second?
You can take the section with the article on the burglary. You're interested in that bit, aren't you?
You caught me out.
Here you go.
Dankeschön. Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
Right. Butterscotch. Right. What have we now got in our book? Mary and Matt. Right. Mrs. Miller was introduced to me as Lady Westmacott's companion. I think she's really more of a carer. She seems rather tense, nervous and a bit unbalanced. Maybe it has something to do with her son, Matt. I like Matt. He's a lively, inquisitive boy, but it seems like his mother's got her hands full dealing with him. Dr. Gebhardt. I already spoke to Dr. Gebhardt in Zurich. He's a German doctor, planning on finishing up his career in Italy. Can't say I found him particularly likeable. He's polite and courteous, but I don't really think his friendliness is genuine. Something's off. And, ooh. Violinist claims he knows nothing about the purse. If only we could get a look inside his violin case. Yeah. You can get hints. I assume a hint costs points. Not that we've actually got any new ones. Let's go back here.
I suppose the steward won't object to me having a look around in his absence.
What have we got? More butterscotch. Butterscotch.
The pad on which the steward writes orders, empty. Maybe he didn't use it because there's not much to do today. I don't need the pad, but the pencil might come in handy.
Okay, and we got the scissors.
The steward probably uses the scissors on hard-to-open packages. These days, nearly everything is sealed up tight. A colleague recently told me about dry powdered soup in small bags. I couldn't believe it.
Well, can we pick them up?
I'll leave the scissors here. If I need them, I know where to find them.
Maybe we could... Is there anything else to interact with? Can I... Ooh, draw.
Perhaps he keeps the compartment keys in there. Locked. Where could he be? The drawer is locked, and the steward probably has the key. But where is he?
Right. Can I use that with a pencil with scissors?
When I scratch the pencil's lead with the scissors, I get fine graphite powder. I won't get a Nobel Prize for the idea, but graphite powder will bring out fingerprints at a pinch.
Hooray! I have a thing. Right. Let's read the newspaper. Okay, maybe not.
A story about the upcoming Oscars and Cleopatra's chances of winning. An incredible feat. They built the largest movie set of all time in Rome. And because of the main actress's many illnesses, several changes of director, and months of delays, costs shot to over $14 million. The most expensive movie ever made. A record never to be broken.
Right. Formel 1. Surtees wird Weltmeister.
John Surtees won the Formula One World Championship for the first time on Saturday. He also won the World Championship in motorcycle racing from 1956 to 1960, making him the only man in motorsports to win world championships in both motorcycle and Formula One events. Not really my cup of tea. Too loud, too fast, too much exhaust.
Diebstahl in London. Spektakularer Raub 1.
Let's see if there's any news. Blah, 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 blah. Eye of the Sphinx. One of two priceless jewels. Extraordinary pure ruby. 2000 BC, etc., etc. Old news. And here, shocking burglary. Professional thieves surprised by museum guard Charles Langley and Constable Robert Oliver of Scotland Yard. Explosion? Not really anything new. One of the two eyes of the Sphinx, a ruby that's nearly 4,000 years old, was stolen from the British Museum. The burglar was surprised, but managed to escape with his loot without being recognized. That's the official story. But it says nothing about Legrand and the second eye.
Alright, well, I think we finished there. I think. Get something new in here, didn't we? Constable Oliver was in the British Museum the night of the robbery. Most curious. He was just a stone's throw from the Raven when he stole the first eye. Now he's supposed to be guarding the other one? Do I now know something that I shouldn't know yet? Sounds like it. Let's go around. Let's go outside, because I don't think there's much else we can do inside. Now, a few things up here. Can we go up to the roof?
The ladder leads up to the roof. It will be suicidal to climb up there while the train is at full speed. The wind, tunnels... No, I'll stay down here.
Okay, enter. Oh, a box. Let's have a look.
A box with a padlock. I suppose it contains tools for the train's crew, maybe for coupling and uncoupling the cars. At any rate, it's positioned so that it's easier to reach from the ground than from up here.
Is there any way of open it? Let's see if we can open it from here.
Locked.
Whoa!
Don't move.
Matt, have you gone mad?
I'll shoot. Hey, my pistol.
You'll get it back in Venice. I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought you were a ghost.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too. Once you flew past the window.
Yes, sure. Now get moving.
Oh, man.
Right. Suppose we will have to give this to Mrs. Miller, so it gets returned to Matt at some point.
Oh, Constable?
Yes, ma'am.
My son didn't make any trouble for you, I hope.
He nearly killed me.
It's just that he just walked past us, silent and seething. That's usually a sign that someone's laid down the law.
I'm afraid so. He played a trick on me, a rather dangerous one. The lad left me no choice but to take away his wooden pistol as a punishment.
I understand. And thank you. Maddie is a very lively child. Sometimes he needs a strong fatherly hand.
Where is Matt's father, if I may ask?
He's gone.
Oh.
Ah, I understand.
Could you, leave Maddie's pistol here, perhaps? So you don't have to bother with it?
Of course. I told him he wouldn't get it back until Venice.
Very well. Thank you again, Constable.
Right. Now I don't know what we're doing. Because, I could go into the freight car, I suppose. See what, talk to, look around. Deal with this stuff first, though. About here gets us through to the next area. I wish I had like one of those little symbols that let you know when you're coming through. Is there? There we go. Look in this case.
There could be many reasons for the violinist's shaking hand. Strained nerves, an illness. My money's on alcohol. It wouldn't be the first musician who ruined his career that way.
Right, so we'll talk to Matt then.
Hello, Matt. Oh, come on. Are you going to be angry with me for the rest of the trip?
Until I get my pistol back.
I gave it to your mother.
Oh, man. Couldn't you have just raked me over the coals?
Would you have learned anything from that?
I didn't